My name is Ngali. I work with NCBA Bank. I'm the head of Transactional Banking. Well, I've been in banking for over 10 years. Within NCBA since 2018. But before that, I was in R-Switch. I tell them eCash is payment made easy, and payment is now inclusive. You don't need to have a bank account to transfer your funds from one institution to another. I'd say the biggest problem was interoperability, if I can use that word.
Yeah.
And the issue was, why can't I make my payments instantly from one payment service provider to the other? And this would refer mainly to those that we had not integrated to. So if I can't make a payment from MNO1, yet I can make a payment from MNO2, that was the biggest challenge that we had to address from our customers. Most of the time it would be on the time it would take for the transaction to reflect in the other bank account. So during the integration, we had to work with different stakeholders. We had our own technical team, we had the vendors, we had the R-Switch team that all had to work together to make sure that the integration is successful. Now, some of the hurdles that we faced were, especially they were technical in terms of setting up the connectivity, installing the certificates, mapping the messages, and also synchronizing the response times between the two different systems. Now, what was done is, of course, this was a group of experts working together. Through their collaboration, this was resolved. And yeah, right now we have customers transacting through eCash. Look at the cost side of things, because with eCash, we now don't have to do the direct integration with each and every payment service provider, which is a huge relief when it comes to the integration costs, resource-wise and time-wise. So that is a huge relief in terms of the cost and integration time. And then in terms of the reach, we are now able to reach customers that we could not reach because we were not integrated to a specific provider. But we are able to reach them through the integration that R-Switch has within its network. I actually view it as a game changer in terms of merchant payments are now made easy. You can just make a payment directly from your bank account to a merchant, as opposed to having to send the money to another network which has a connection to the merchant. So it is a game changer. It's going to open up digital banking big time, in my view. Yes. What I'd say is it relieves us from the headache of integrating to each provider and focus now more into customer centricity. What is it that we are going to make better for the customer now that we have this connection issue already handled? What I'm looking at in the future, and this being made possible through eCash, is being able to now set up other solutions or other products on top of the infrastructure that eCash already provides. So looking at regional cross-border payments. So at a point in time, I vision us being able to, customers being able to make transfers between the countries in the region through setups similar to eCash or eCash itself. So as the system grows, there are a few challenges that we need to be mindful of, and these include the fraud risk, system reliability, and regulatory compliance. Now, I mean, there's quite good collaboration between the banks, the regulator, as well as R-Switch in curbing this. So I think these are things that are already been thought of and are going to be handled. But in terms of what we need to see more is in the monitoring, like more proactive monitoring of the systems, so that no transaction is missed or a failure is anticipated, as opposed to having a reactive reaction to failures as transaction volumes grow. eCash is not just a platform. It is an enabler of payments, is an enabler of financial inclusion. And I believe that is what we need right now as Rwanda.